Welcome to the overview for the Global Site System 3.0 control panel. The first thing we'll look at is the screen that opens when you first open your control panel. You'll see here your standard features are in the middle of the page, and this is the same as it was in the old control panel. What's new is we've also got all of the features in these drop-down lists that appear off the menu at the top of the page. So you can either click optional features and get the optional features in the middle of the page, or you can just pick them out of the list. Same with your system tools, same with your standard features. View site has been improved so that it's a little more intuitive. If you want to look at your website, you can open it up, just go to your domain name. In this case, we're looking at rwdemo4.com. Or you can, if your site's not live yet, and you're working on it, you can go to this link, which will open your web page in your browser for you if your domain name is not pointing at our servers yet. So this allows you to work on your site and look and see how things are looking. Next thing I want to show you here is this GS Quick features. The top three buttons will be the same for everybody. The bottom three will either be blank or will have different icons in them depending on which features you have turned on in the system. So, for example, this one has listings, which would be for real estate. If you hit a shopping cart, there'll be a shopping cart icon in here on the second row. So they will vary. These top ones will stay the same for everyone. And we'll get into what those are here in a minute. The only one I'm going to show you in this overview is Pages Plus. And the reason for that is we've taken many of the features that were separate and put them into this one feature. So I'm going to click on Pages Plus and show you how this works. So when we click on Pages Plus, you'll see we have over on the right now, we have a little Pages Plus Tools menu. And here we see your editable pages are all here in the middle of the page. This is the thing you most often use, so that's why it's here first. By default, it's what loads. You'll see over here on the right of each page name, you will see there is a little link here from making a QR code, which we'll talk about later in another tutorial. You can delete the page if you like. You can edit it using one of the two editors. There's two different editors. The red one is our fancy editor. This allows us to do some things that you couldn't do in the standard editor. The standard editor does most of the things that you want to do, and normally this one on the right, the yellow one, is the one you'll use. But this one does some very cool things, and we'll show you those in individual tutorials. So you can also go in and edit your home page from here. You can use this to create new pages if you need to create a new page. We've also separated out include files. So these are files that we make, like a footer include or a header include, that has editable information that goes, for example, the footer include. This would be the footer on all the web pages in your website. And so you have a way to change that. And when you change it here, every web page in your whole website will get changed. So any include files that we've created for you when we built your site will be in here, and they can all be edited using the edit include files. You can create custom buttons and edit them and decide if you want to use them or not. You can change vertical navigation, and this has been upgraded as well. We'll show you in another tutorial. Horizontal navigation, this has also been upgraded. Well, this is the really cool one, and this is brand new. Navigation Unlimited, and as we build new sites and upgrade your existing sites, they'll all be upgraded to use this feature, which again we'll show you in another tutorial. And then you can manage all your headers. So if you have page header image control, this is the little tool we have that allows you to assign different headers to different pages on your website. If your website's built to use this, which not all of them are, then it will be managed from here. And of course, we've got a little calendar here, which we just put for convenience. This may be replaced with something else we find more useful later on. However, one of the things I wanted to show you too that's new here is in your editable pages, for example, if you've got a lot of editable pages. We have some clients that have hundreds of pages in their websites, and you wanted to find the page without scrolling through the list, then and the list is alphabetical, but if you wanted to find a page, you could just type in a word or part of a word, and you can see this is land. and we have land here and land here. So if the word you type in is included in your page name, it will show up in the list and it'll leave everything else out. So that just makes it a little easier if you've got lots of pages to find what you're looking for. The last thing I want to show you is the quick start, the tutorials buttons here. If you're watching this tutorial or video, you've already clicked on the quick start button. So let's take a quick look at the tutorials. If you've clicked on this quick start, that's how you got to this tutorial that you're watching now. If you need information about other features, any of the feature information in tutorials are all here in the tutorials library, and there's tabs for each one that make it a little easier to find. And then there's single tutorials that usually last 90 seconds or less that talk about one thing, just how to add a horizontal link or how to add a vertical link, etc. So it only talks about one task that you might want to do. And so it becomes very easy then to get the information you're looking for to complete a task without having to wade through a whole bunch of information you don't need. So that's the overview for the Global Site System 3.0. Watch the other tutorials. I hope you really enjoy using this control panel.